it a little differently.
Yes, and since this year's Mutya is very special since it coincides with the pageant's 40th anniversary, we're going to make this moment a little more intimate and personal.
Yes.
We'll get to know the 10 finalists a lot closer.
Yes, that's right. And as I mentioned a while ago, ang mangyayari sa atin ngayon, instead of them being asked by our board of judges or instead of giving them a preset set of questions, we will be getting the questions from the other candidates who did not make it to the top 10.
You can all relax now. We're being intimate and personal.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's start with our first finalist. Candidate number 22, Maria Rochelle Ruth Rebeta. Congratulations, Ruth, for making it to the top 10. How are you feeling right now?
I'm so happy that I belong to the top 10 and I'm not expecting this.
Okay, so can you please pick the candidate number of from where you will get the question? And you picked candidate number 11, Rhea Nyones.
Hello, candidate number 22.
Hello?
Are you ready?
Yes?
Okay, here's my question. If you will be given a chance to eliminate two things that caused so much pain in this world, what would it be and why?
I will eliminate corruption and poverty. I know that all of us are experiencing poverty. We are experiencing too much pain. And I believe that we have to make a change that we all want to see in this world. Every one of us, everyone in here is like a drop of water. Drop by drop, we can make a change for a better world. So let's make this world a better place to live in, a place like no other. That's all. Thank you.
Let's call in our second finalist, candidate number 21, Jam Libatog. Good evening, Jam. So can we please pick our candidate? And your question comes from candidate number 6, Jessica Karina Paciente.
So here's the question. If you could suddenly look into the future and see that if only all the people could take up juggling, then poverty would be stopped. What will you do about this knowledge?
It cannot be avoided that poverty exists in this world. All we have to do is to accept it. That's why education is very important, because the children are our future. In order to prevent poverty, all we have to do is to help the children. And we here in the Mutya ng Pilipinas, we are representatives. We are here to help to work hand in hand with the government to help the children be educated for us to eliminate poverty here in our country. Thank you.
Let's call in our next finalist, candidate number 20, Laika Joy Jimenez. Congratulations, Laika, for making it to the top 10. Here you go, Laika. And your question is going to come from candidate number 12, Elaine Paula Esteban.
If ever you win the crown tonight, what will be your Mutya ng Pilipinas destiny and how can you achieve it?
Isang magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. Pipilitin ko magtagumpay. Tutulungan ko yung mga kabataan sa mga vision nila. Ilalayo ko sila sa mga kapahamakan. Tutulungan ko din yung mga batang sa pag-aaral nila, hindi nila kayang mag-aral. At gagawa ako ng scholarship sa mga kabataang hindi nakakapag-aral.
Okay, let's welcome our next finalist, candidate number 17, Kathleen Jabulan. Please pick a number and a candidate. Your question is going to come from candidate number 8, Arlene Nicolas.
What is the most memorable experience you have here in Puerto Princesa?
A pleasant good evening to each and every one of you. Hi, Puerto Princesa. Good evening. Oh, well, the most memorable experience that I have here in Puerto Princesa, aside from the warm people, the hospitable people that I've met, and of course, the modern hero, Mayor Hagedorn, which is a very good leader, that's one of the most memorable that I've had here in Puerto Princesa. Thank you.
Please step forward, our People's Choice awardee. Kilala nating lahat. Candidate number 16, Jonavi Kiray. Ayan, sige, Jonavi, please pick the candidate na panggagalingan ng iyong tanong. And your question is going to come from candidate number 5, Cresta Fea Medez.
Good luck. My question for you is, when is a woman most beautiful?
Of course, a woman is beautiful when she is confident, when she is successful, when she does her best to other people, and of course, when she's a good mother and a role model to all the youth here in our country.
Welcome our next finalist, candidate number 14, Sarah Sayed. Okay, Sarah, please pick the candidate na paggagalingan ng iyong question. And your question is going to come from candidate number 15, Venice Michelle Acuña.
Paanong paraan ka makakatulong sa nararanasan nating krisis sa ating bansa?
Well, in a way, in my own way, I can help in preserving the environment, in the conservation of the electricity, and in the use of water. That would be all. Thank you.
Now let's welcome our next finalist, candidate number 13, Quincy Bernales. Okay, so please pick the candidate, Quincy. And your question is going to come from candidate number 4, Karen Gail Charlene O'Hara.
On the issue of environmental concerns, if and ever you win Mutya, how can you be of greater influence to others?
Well, first of all, good evening. The very first thing that I will put in everybody and the people in the world is discipline. Discipline comes first. If every one of us has a discipline, then everything in the world will be okay, will be fine. And I know that environment is very important to every one of us. This is where we live, where we breathe, where we stand, and this is where the place for our future. If I will win in this Mutya ng Pilipinas 2008, I will be a role model for everybody. I must be a good model so that everybody will follow me. Like Mayor Hagedorn is a good model here in Puerto Princesa, then look at the people of Puerto Princesa. They are not just good people, they are also a kind-hearted people. And I would like to example Mr. Edward Hagedorn for being a good leader. And if I win, I will follow the footsteps of Mayor Edward S. Hagedorn. Thank you.
Let's welcome our next finalist, candidate number 9, Lizelle Barbie Rosales. Congratulations to you. Please pick the name of the candidate from whom your question is going to come from. And it's going to come from candidate number 10, Angelica Damian.
What makes a woman complete aside from having a baby and
having her own family.
Well, good evening, everyone. You told me that aside from having a baby, well, I guess the very first thing that would make a woman complete is that even she won't bear a child, even she adopts